guys, for Ellie here, and today we're gonna do What If? Female Deku and Nezuko's Abilities, Part 1. So, yeah. So my channel is mostly based on your guys' suggestions, if I like them or not. Or it's based on, and it's also based on originality. I never really seen anyone did this one before, so let's get started. So, her name is obviously gonna be Nezuko, and she's gonna have a big brother, an older brother named Tanjiro. Both of them are gonna be twins, but Tanjiro's going to be the older brother. So yeah. So Tanjiro's quirk is gonna be fire and water breathing, so yeah. I think Tanjiro's quirk should be a half and half quirk, which is half fire and half water, okay? Half fire, half water manipulation, so yeah. That should be it. But there's only one thing. Tanjiro ain't gonna have any sub-elements. The sub-element he's going to have in water is going to be ice. Okay? Because most of my winners are basically pieces I took from the Avatar. So yeah. Also, in Demon Slayer, or the anime, in the manga, I'm also gonna add Nezuko's full power here, okay? And no, don't comment down that if Tanjiro is going to have the Demon Tanjiro abilities, no. So yeah. So let's continue. So, they had twins, okay? Let's say that Hisashi's last name is Kamado, and Inko's last name is going to be Midoriya. So yeah. She gave birth to two twins, Tanjiro Kamado and Nezuko Kamado. I'm probably gonna add Zenitsu or Inosuke. So yeah. So I'm probably gonna add those two idiots and I'm probably gonna expel Manila for that, okay? I'm gonna turn down, if I'm going to add Zenitsu into this, I'm gonna turn down his Nezuko-chan thing, okay? I'm gonna turn down his Nezuko-chan and the whole marriage thing, okay? Since I get that Demon Slayers are kind of like the heroes in My Hero Academia, so no, I'm turning down Zenitsu a little bit because the Nezuko-chan Sanjiro. And nope, I ain't doing that. And then plus, I don't want to torture Nezuko. So yeah, to be honest, have you guys ever wondered how does Nezuko even survive in Tanjiro's box? I mean, how does she survive if Tanjiro keeps on flipping with the box? With her inside of the box? How does she not get nauseous or anything? Anyway, let's continue. Inko gave birth to twins, aka Tanjiro and Nezuko. Nezuko had some mutations in her genes, okay? So let's say Hisashi has a black hair and Inko had, let's say Hisashi had red hair and Inko had black hair. So yeah. Nezuko is gonna look exactly like the Nezuko in Demon Slayer, but human, okay? Wait, never mind. She's gonna look exactly like the Nezuko in Demon Slayer. So yeah. She's going to have that pink eyes. She's going to have that orange color in her hair. Yeah, she's basically gonna look like this. Okay. She can now talk because I've heard in the manga that she can now talk and stay out of the sunlight. And she has her full power. So yeah. So yeah, let's continue. So they don't really grow up with Bakugo. They grow up with Bakugo, okay, because Mitsuki and Inko are still friends in this one. But this time, they also grew up with Inosuke and Zenitsu. Inosuke's quirk is basically beast breeding, okay? He has the abilities in beast breeding. That means he can sense people and the auras around him. He can also enhance his strength and speed. And Zenitsu is the thunder breeding, so he's going to have electricity powers. And yeah, he gone. So yeah, to make it a little bit more sense, I'm gonna make him Denki's cousin because Denki and Zenitsu look very much alike, to be honest. They both have electricity. Their powers are based on electricity, so yeah. Inosuke, he more like a Bakugo, but so yeah. If those two met, oh crud! I just realized something. What if Mineta and Nezuko meet? Oh crud! If Mineta saw Nezuko, crud. So yeah, they're basically. I'm sorry about my rambling. So let's go. So Tanjiro and Nezuko are born, and Nezuko had black hair with some orange on the tips, and she's going to have pink eyes, and she has a mutation in her genes, which she has sharp claws. She has claws and sharp teeth. She's basically gonna have Nezuko's abilities, like it said in the thumbnail. So let's continue. Nezuko's. So I'm gonna put a little bit of drawbacks. So Nezuko's. So we basically know Nezuko's powers. If you don't, this is her power. She can regenerate. She has enhanced speed and strength. If she activates her speed and strength, her eyes will be slits and slit-like, and a little bit of veins will pop out. Some veins would pop out, and yeah. She can also change her size, to be honest. She also has a really good regeneration. Since in the manga she can now speak, I'm giving her permission to talk. I'm gonna give her ability to talk, and I'm also gonna give her permission to go out in the sunlight, or okay, the ability to go out in the sunlight, because in the anime she can't go into the sunlight. So yeah, we're giving her that, and yeah. Now let's continue. They were born. They basically grew up with Zenitsu and Inosuke and Bakugo. And Zenitsu has been more calmer around Nezuko. Let's say that, okay? Since he grew up with her. So yeah. Zenitsu has a crush on Nezuko. Nezuko hasn't really had the crush yet, so yeah. Let's continue. So when Bakugo was bullying another kid, how do I say this? So let's start when they awaken their quirks. So Tanjiro unlocked. So when they got to the quirk doctor, the quirk doctor said, "Okay, so congratulations, ma'am and sir. Your kids has very powerful quirks. So let's say they're descendants of the Kamado family. That's why they have those type of quirks. So yeah, the doctor said that Nezuko's quirk is basically from her is has a lot of abilities and has never been seen before. So she can change in size, but not. She can change in size. She has enhanced strength and speed and regeneration. She also has a full power, which hasn't really been discovered yet. And her job, and she might, if she's in her full power, she might even lose control. So she has to learn how to control that full power. While Tanjiro here has manipulation of fire and water. And I'm not going to give him, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to give him any sort of sub-element because I want to at least match in canon. So yeah. Not in the canon of My Hero Academia, but in the canon of the anime Demon Slayer. So yeah. The doctor said congrats and they went off. This is a different doctor, okay? It ain't Tsubasa's dad, so yeah. And the doctor, let's say the doctor was also working with All for One, and he saw in the file that it's possibly stronger than All Might. So we all know that Nezuko's already stronger than All Might. So yeah, with her full power at least. So yeah. The doctor was actually it was actually another doctor working for All for One. So the doctor said, All for One. All for One said yes. No. Scratch that. So when they heard that they had really powerful quirks, they called the heroes. So this is what happened, okay? They figured out that Nezuko and Tanjiro had really powerful quirks, so they have to be taken away to UA. First, so yeah, let's do a few days before they got taken away to UA. All for One came in and Inko and Hisashi hid their children in their neighbor's house. They put their kids above the fence. They threw their kids above the fence in their neighbor's house and tried to tell, outside the fence and run. And they had to go to Mitsuki. All for One came and killed Inko and Hisashi and tried to find the kids to take their quirks, but sadly there was nothing. So All for One thought that, so yeah. Also, since Nezuko's quirk was new, her quirk is going to be called Nezuko, so yeah. And her brother's quirk is going to be half wet, half dry. Half wet, half hot, half wet, yeah. So he's basically like a water and fire, so yeah. So, they gone to Mitsuki. Mitsuki called the police, and they also called All Might. So when they found out that their parents were dead, UA found out they had to take them in immediately. Because they figured out they found a video recording of saying they found their mom's phone and showed them that a recording. Actually, this was before All Might and All for One fought. So basically, they saw All for One, a white-haired man, killing them in the recording. So now they know that one of the doctors has been working for All for One, and yeah. So Yui decided to take them in immediately since they don't really have any parents, and they were worried if All for One took Nezuko's quirk, and it would be a lot, and he would be unstoppable. So yeah. So before they went to UA, they said their goodbyes, but they were actually allowed to see Zenitsu and Inosuke. So Zenitsu and Inosuke, Nezuko and Tanjiro grow up together still, because Zenitsu and Inosuke were still allowed to go to UA since one, they had really powerful quirks and they really need to learn how to control them. Two, they're Tanjiro and Nezuko's closest friends and they're the ones that they trust. And to be honest, some of the teachers ship Nezuko with Zenitsu. So yeah. Also guys, I need to find someone that's kind of like Kanao so that so Tanjiro would have a ship. I don't really know for Inosuke though. I don't really know what's the ship for Inosuke. Should be Uraraka? Oh crud, that would be, oh crud. That would be oh snap. So yeah. Basically, they grew up together still. Even when they're separated, they still grew up together. Nezuko had a little crush on Zenitsu. Not like Sakura level or anything. I mean, who even likes Sakura? So, basically, Nezuko is basically the anti-Sakura, which I really love because in the Demon Slayer anime, Nezuko has actually saved Tanjiro a lot of times and she's willing to risk her life for Tanjiro. So yeah. Tanjiro will do the same for, so yeah, Nezuko is basically an anti-Sakura. So yeah, let's go! Nezuko would find out her full power at 10, and she would grow horns, and yeah, she will have the vine tattoos around her, and she would start attacking Tanjiro. Rise! And the teachers came in and Midnight used her quirk against Aizawa and Midnight would work together and use their quirks against Nezuko and strain her down and make her pass out. Tanjiro told them about her quirk and she must have reached her full potential. So she has to learn how to control it. So they did another test to see if Tanjiro was right because that was actually assault. So when they checked her quirk, it was actually true. Once Nezuko goes to her full power, she might lose control or berserk for a little while, and then she would learn how to control it. So yeah. When they figure out something too, if it can't really be taken away since they found out that one of their ancestors had the same quirk as her. But it isn't a quirk. So yeah. She also has her blood burst ability, so yeah. So yeah. So Nezuko and Tanjiro have been training for 5 more years, and they've also been studying too. So they've been also studying really hard and being tutored by Principal Nezu. So now they're really smart now. Tanjiro still has his hard forehead, and yeah. his stone forehead, and he sometimes uses it to reprimand the students because Nezuko and Tanjiro are kind of like Aizawa's little helpers in helping out Class 1A. So let's go to when Nejire and Tamaki went to Class 1A. Let's say that Mirio actually went into Class 1A in the first year because of his quirk being really useful. So yeah. So Nezuko and Tanjiro are basically are in the far back studying and watching over the students while Aizawa was sleeping, and when the students began to come, they saw two. So yeah. Should I give Nezuko a box to stay in? Nah. So, Nejire, Tamaki, and Mirio saw them and asked, why were they here? Are they lost? Were they teleported? They said no. You actually adopted us. They see Aizawa as a father figure, so yay! That Zawa's here! And yeah. We basically see that Aizawa as a father figure to them. So yeah. Nezuko is a little kinda shy against new people. Let's make her like that. So she usually wears the bamboo. So I'm letting her use the bamboo. I'm giving her the bamboo. And be right back. Please subscribe to Anime Utopia, guys. Anime Utopia consists of 5 YouTubers. So me, Dino Ninja with Karma, Apoli, and Golden Reaper Waves, formerly known as Web Slayer. So please subscribe to Anime Utopia, guys, and watch my newest What If there, which was what if female Deku was a bookworm. So it's really good, and the ship is Todotilda. So her name is basically Matilda, and she's a genius. And she unlocked the quirk telekinesis because of her IIQ. It's not really a quirk, but it's a power. She basically unlocked the power telekinesis because of her IIQ. So, yeah. Make sure to subscribe to Anime Utopia, guys. And if you don't find the channel, you can always search what if female Deku was a bookworm. Also, what if Karma also posted something there, which was what if Deku was an idol. And a few more people also posted there. So, please check out the series, guys. Now, let's continue with this. So, they basically grew up together, and so, yeah. Then, Mirio. Oh, good. I'm sorry, guys, for the low error in the cut, and I accidentally slide to this one. So, yeah. I accidentally slide into this picture. So, I'm still not really doing suggestions because I have so many ideas. I have a few ideas that I would really love in their original. So, do you want me to make a video about them? So, yeah. Do you want me to make a video about them? Should I make a little trailer and teaser? One of them I'm gonna post on Anime Utopia. So, I guess let's go. Now, Mirio and Nejire would come up to them and ask him if they were lost or or if a villain teleported them there. They said no, because they were 13. They were about turning 13 at the time. Turning 14, so they're still 13. Mirio and Najiri asked if they were lost because they still kind of look like 13-year-olds. Puberty hasn't hit them yet, so yeah. They said Nezuko would still have the bamboo in her mouth, and Tanjiro would say, "No, we're not lost. We're just adopted by UA." They asked why. Tanjiro said, "Oh, that's because of me and my little sister Nezuko were actually victims of the #1 villain." I mean, no, he doesn't say that. He said, "Oh, well, our parents died, and UA found out that we had really powerful quirks, and they said that we could, that they said that we could, that they said that they have to adopt us because we have powerful quirks, and we might lose the potential, and basically, we don't really know the rest. UA basically adopted us after our parents died from a villain attack. The doctor said that my little sister's quirk is actually more powerful than All Might, so UA decided to train us." They were amazed, and Mirio asked what was his sister's quirk. "Oh," Tanjiro said with the classic Tanjiro smile. He said, "Oh, my sister's quirk is called Nezuko. It's basically named after her name, since it's quite unique actually." They would say how unique. By now, so yeah. Nezuko would still be her head down and have her head down, and yeah. So Tanjiro would say, "It's quite unique actually, and it's basically one quirk with different abilities. And if she's in her full power, she could beat All Might." They were impressed and said, "Wow, really?" Tanjiro said, "Yeah." She is quite shy to new people though. She only trusts the UA staff and Nezu and our friends. They asked, Who are your friends?" He said, "Oh, our friends basically live in the different part in that neighborhood. Insert whatever name that Deku lived in Deku's neighborhood. Insert name of Deku's neighborhood." And yeah, they said, "Oh, so you guys are separated?" He said, "No, actually, they actually visit here sometime." And Tanjiro also said that, and they asked, Nejire and Miria asked what were their quirks, what were their friends' quirks. Tanjiro said, "Oh, my friend Inosuke, to be honest, he acts pretty rash, and he has anger issues, but we get used to it. His quirk is basically is basically called beast breeding, I think. Yeah, he can basically enhance his senses, and he can enhance his strength and speed. While my friend Zenitsu has lightning manipulation, so he can control lightning, and he can move at blitzing speeds." They asked him what was his quirk. Tanjiro said that his quirk wasn't half and half quirk. It was half water manipulation and half fire manipulation. They were all amazed, and they said, "It's almost time for Mr. Aizawa to wake up, so you two better go." They're like, wait, there was actually a teacher here? They said, yeah, he usually sleeps behind the teacher's desk. You better go now before he gets grumpy. And there's supposed to be a quick assessment test. So you better listen to what he says because he can expel a whole class if he wanted to. If he sees no potential in you, yeah, you're going to be expelled. So good luck, I guess. As Mario and Najire are like, oh, okay, and they went. So they went goodbye. They went bye-bye. They said bye and they went to their seats. As expected, Aizawa said that they were going to do a quick assessment test, basically everything. And let's skip that part. And yeah. Now, let's skip to the entrance exam. So, Zenitsu and Inosuke came and came to the public exam, and Tanjiro and Nezukos told them, well, we wish you good luck, as they said in synchronization. They said, hey Manjiro, Inosuke said, because he can't really pronounce Tanjiro's name, he just wants to mess with him, and yeah. Yeah, they also Nezuko and Tanjiro also tutored Inosuke for the exam so he could pass. They also tutored Zenitsu too. Zenitsu told them, hey, do you want to meet my cousin? They asked, sure. You can bring them to the dorms. I'm pretty sure that you and your cousin would be in 1A and 1B, since you have been training with us. We probably trained him good too, right? As Nezuko said. Zenitsu blushing a little bit because, remember, he still likes Nezuko, so yeah. So Zenitsu said, yeah. So Nezuko and Tanjiro had recommendation because Yui wanted the recommendation students to know that even though they are from the recommended, doesn't still mean that they are the best or above others. So, yeah. He also didn't really give Zenitsu and Inosuke any recommendation because they want to know that they want to give hope to other students that even though they didn't really get never mind. So yeah, they had the reason. So what I said earlier was the reason that Tanjiro and Nezuko were in the recommended, and I don't really have a reason why Zenitsu and Inosuke are in the public. So yeah. So Zenitsu actually got first place, and Inosuke got second. Inosuke turned down his anger issues a little bit among his friends, but to other people, he has his anger issues, yep. He actually can pronounce his friends' names right for once. He calls Nezuko, and Tanjiro, and Zenitsu. So yeah. I ain't adding the pillars, so should I add Kanao in there? Yes or no for the ship? So smash the like down the button if you smash the like button. If at least a few people like the video, I will add Kanao there because if the comments got turned off again, you can leave a like down below to signal that you want Canal there, okay? But if the comments are there, you can go comment down below if you want Canal there, if you want Canal there for the ship for Tanjiro, and the ship for Nezuko will be Zenitsu. I have no idea what Inosuke's ship will be, so I have no idea if you have a recommendation of a Demon Slayer character or he gonna be a single Pringle. So yeah, Nezuko and Tanjiro is basically aced the recommendation exam, and Toki was a little bit intrigued by Tanjiro because he's also intrigued by Tanjiro and Nezuko because he have heard rumors that there was a girl a girl that had a quirk that's more powerful than All Might's. And she had a brother that had a really powerful half and half quirk, which is half water, half fire. So he thought maybe those are, and he also heard a little rumor that they're also in UA. So Todoroki thought, they might possibly be those two. I'm a little intrigued. So yeah. After the test ended, they went to the dorms. And Zenitsu and Inosuke came to the dorms with Denki Kaminari because, to be logical, I think Denki, Kaminari, and Zenitsu would be cousins, okay? Because Denki and Zenitsu have electric type quirks, electric powers, and yeah. So basically, Zenitsu is just an upgraded Denki. So yeah, Denki Kaminari. So Inosuke and Zenitsu meet Tanjiro and Nezuko by the dorms, and they also meet a new someone, which was Denki Kaminari. Denki said, "Hi, you must be Nezuko, the girl that my cousin has been talking about." And Zenitsu said, "Kaminari, why do you have to tell them that?" Kaminari said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And Tanjiro's thinking, he has a crush on my sister? No, I won't let this happen. Because Tanjiro's a little bit kind of overprotective, so yeah. So yeah. Wow, this is actually one of my longest videos yet. I could make this 40 or 60 minutes long. So let's continue then. They had a little chat, they trained, and Kaminari realized that his cousin's friends are really strong, and so is his cousin. And he said, "Whoa! Whoa, Zenitsu! Your friends are really strong. Do you like the Nezuko girl over there?" Denki nudged his brother by his elbow with his elbow. Zenitsu turned red like a tomato and said, "No. What are you talking about? I don't see any girls." Denki said, "Oh, so you like her." And Zenitsu blushed and said, Please don't tell." Kaminari said, "I won't tell. I'll tell when it's ready, as the time comes." Because Denki respects his brother and won't get into his privacy. So yeah. Because Denki respects his brother, kind of, maybe, sort of. And yeah. Tanjiro still looks like the same Tanjiro, Nezuko still looks like the same Nezuko. So yeah. Denki asked who was the guy with Nezuko, the red-haired guy, and Denki asked that. So and then Zenitsu said, "Oh, that's Tanjiro. That's." I'm sorry for the cut, guys, and let's continue. Zenitsu said, "That's Tanjiro, Nezuko's sister. They don't really look like it because Nezuko took after her mom, and her quirk makes her look different. So they basically had a great time sparring, and yeah. I also have another what if that I really want to do, so and I want to put my own little twist in there, so I want to ask you guys which one is next. So I also have this new what if that I'm planning, okay? I'm not really gonna give any spoilers, so yeah. To be honest, I have a lot of what ifs planned. So for now, I'm not gonna be taking suggestions for now because I have a lot of what ifs planned. And some of them I'm even gonna post on Anime Utopia. So yeah. Now, they had a great time, and Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Denki Kaminari went away, aka gone back home. They said their goodbyes and left, and yeah, they got into they got into UA. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. So be sure to like and subscribe, and please check out Anime Utopia. So yeah, bye. Here's my friend Ellie signing off. And yeah, basically it.